Here was sort of indicative of the way the cave was. It was just a big long sewer tube, and you walk along and you get down in there, you can see leaves and branches hanging along the top, so you knew what happened when it rained outside and the tube filled full of water. Definitely not a cave to go into when it looked like rain. There's Eric doing a little exploring there. The cave had a lot of sandstone in it, you can see there. Eric, he's off again. George Jaggers, and we came out of that cave and it got dark. It was night. Always a weird feeling to go in the cave in the daytime, daylight, and come out. It's dark. This is down at it's called the Huzzah State Forest down south, about 100 miles south of St. Louis. There's caves down there we mess around in. That's one of the old bridges you had to use to get down there to the area. I think that was the Huzzah River there. That's the old loaner Colbert that the Volkswagen dealer loaned George while his new Volkswagen was coming in. We used to take that thing down there. They took it and ran so much, I think they threw a rod in it. That's an old abandoned church or schoolhouse down that area there. There's a lot of abandoned towns and settlements down that area. We used to mess around there with a metal detector. There's a group. We stopped down at Merrimack Caverns on the way down just to get some stuff. We didn't go into caves. We were heading south. We just stopped there to get something from the front office there or something. That was the mouth of one of the caves. There was 3 caves just the other side of the Huzzah River there, and the bluff. And the biggest cave inside was that one right there. The cave with the biggest mouth opening was the smallest. Here we are going in. It was the cave with the biggest opening, but it didn't have much inside. It just sort of fizzled out. Got the Jaggers up there in the mouth. There's another one. This is the 3rd cave. This is the one furthest upstream. They were all within about a quarter of a mile of one another along this bluff. Those little catastrophes there. We had a flat tire. Well, we fixed a tire. Janice, me, and Eric ate. This is getting back up into the upper reaches and use a rope. You can see it, that red flowstone on the right has got red because there's a lot of hematite in the area down there, and it makes things in the soil that makes stuff red. George getting his rope ready. Head up. This is those caves down and around the Huzzah River. They didn't have a name. They were just some caves along the Huzzah River down there. That's what we're roping up to, going up to in that upper passage up there. This is from the top looking down. That's me heading up. Amongst some formations in the cave. There's a lot of stalagmites, stalactites, and a bunch of red flowstone in the background there. There's a lot of formations in the cave. It was big. Amongst some stalactites and some flowstone in the background. Me amongst a bunch of the flowstone and stalactites. There's where it all ended right there. The cave ended right at that point. Couldn't find nobody small enough to sneak back under there. Me going through a little small side passage there, I think. There's a little hole in the wall that went back into a little room. There you are, coming back out. Sometimes they were a tight squeeze and you really had to work. That's a little cave, like almost like a little spring out there. It was out in Pleasant Run back there near the Butt-Off places back behind where we used to live. We were out there one weekend, and we thought we'd go back there and see if it went anywhere. But back when we lived out there, there was always a summertime. There was a tin cup kept down the spring there. They used to drink that water. You know, the spring always ran out there into the creek. That's Cecil there, the entrance. And that's Cecil trying to force his way into another spring out there, but they were all water filled. We couldn't get back in. That's the foot of the hill where we used to sleigh ride out there in the country. And in the spring and summertime, wintertime, more water came out of there. We got dumped in there a couple times from sleigh riding. And that's Cecil and a guy named Delbert Fadler. He rode up with me here from St. Louis one time on the weekend. We were out there and corral around. That's where we was raised in the country out there. You see the debris in the background above the log. That was a high water mark. Water from the creek used to get up that high. Cecil and Jerry have this little cave back a road off Greenville up there, back by the water department. And we were going down to it. Well, they call it the Greenville Cave. That's an old ruined log cabin there. That's Delbert Fadler and his little kid Rodney, and it's Eric. We took them to a small, pretty good sized cave down there around south of St. Louis. It was one that it was a commercial type cave that you pay them so much and they turn you loose in there for a day. We took the kids down there one day and went through it. Eric and Rodney and Delbert. That's Rodney and Eric. Eric and Rodney and Eric from a formation in that cave. And here we are back down Huzzah Park in wintertime. That's George's new Volkswagen he got there. I think that's about a 69 or 70 bug there. We took a bunch of people with us from the district office and wandering up to the mouth of that big cave. We'll take some pictures inside. This is a little cave just north of Collinsville there along the Ohio River. We went up there and went through it. That's looking from the inside out over the river there. Me and Jaggers in that little cave. It was a well-used cave. And that guy on the right is Ken Nagel. That's my sister's husband. He went up there with me and George.